Hi and welcome to my channel, The Stitchery Wife. I'm Elisabeth and today we're talking about spring. Hi everyone, very welcome to my channel, The Stitchery Wife. Today it's time to talk about spring. First of all, I would love to take the time to say thank you to all of you that keep coming back and cheer me on and give me feedback and give me comments and give me likes and just stay put and watching me and creating this community. It means the world to me. And second, I would like to say very welcome to those of you that come here recently. I've had quite a bit of new subscribers. I think a lot of thanks to that is due to the So Frugal 22. I would love it if you would stick around and if you would stay put and see what the spring will bring us and what will happen coming months, because we have a lot of exciting things and I have planned a lot of things, and I hope that you will follow me along and create an even better and bigger community than we already started, because it is such a great thing we have here already. Now let's get on with today's video. Today's video is something that Katelynn have come up with, and she is a fellow YouTuber with a much bigger YouTube channel. I will link her down below, and make sure to get over on her and watch her videos and her channel, because it is a great channel. And she came up with something a few weeks ago, I think, or even a month ago, where we should put together our 10 favorite pattern and make a spring pattern inspired by spring and working in spring, and she will make a playlist of all the videos. This is a way to explore new YouTubers and explore new patterns and just get spring inspiration. And that is one of the most wonderful things, isn't it? And I decided immediately that I wanted to be part of that, and I'm so grateful to Katelynn that she reached out to everyone and included us all. So thank you for that, Katelynn, sorry, if you're looking at this. And thank you for a great idea. I thought I would start off by saying that I think I have a little bit different spin on this, since I'm living in Sweden and we have a spring that is, yeah, it could be quite cold, and it is not at all that before summer feeling that we most of the time think of when we think of spring. We could just as well be in autumn, and that is why I thought this might be suited for those of you in the other hemisphere that is getting into autumn. You could very well use these patterns, because I will concentrate on layering pieces, because we need layering pieces here in Sweden. We need light and fun layering pieces, but we need layering pieces, and they will work just as fine in autumn. So stay put and follow me along on this 10 favorite pattern for spring, and we'll see if there is someone you like. Please let me know, and if you made some of it, and if you have any input on what to think about, because I would love to make all of these. I'm having a hard time not putting them up on my list, so I will probably put them up on my pattern list to do, and hopefully will get to make most of them. I've done 3 of them, I think, so far, but the rest of them is definitely high up on the list. I just have one more thing to address before we start off with talking about the patterns, and that is this. Unfortunately, I had to go back to the doctors, and those of you that have been here before know that I suffer from a quite severe type of, yes, I just forgot the name of it, connective tissue disorder, that gives me fractures, and quite bad fractures, and I have a couple in my hands, or 3 or 4 actually, and they've gotten worse, so I need to go back to the cast, and this is going to cripple me quite a lot, so there is quite a bit of a speed bump in my spring plans and my So Frugal plans and all of that, and I'm trying to not to be too down about it, but I'm focusing on doing these kind of videos. But I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that I'm not ignoring your comments, and I'm not just not answering them. It's because it's so hard with just one hand, and that hand is doing a lot of work at the moment. So my doctor wasn't that impressed when I said that I wrote a lot on the computer. He wanted me to give it a rest for a few days. I don't know if I can, because your comments is what keeping me up at the moment, because I've been quite down, to be completely honest. And your comments lift me up, and you give me so much to read them and to see what you think and what you say. And I just wanted to let you know that it isn't that I don't care that I haven't answered yet. I managed to answer some in the end of last week, but then it's been quite not very much. And please forgive me, but please keep them coming if it's okay with you, because it means so much. I can't stress it enough. It is, yeah, it's what keeping me up. One of the major things that keeping me up at the moment. So please let them coming, and just understand why I'm not answering. I will as soon as it's possible, and as soon as I can get rid of this cast, I will get back to answering. And yeah, it's just, I got so sad when he said what he said, but please bear with me and have patience if it's okay with you. Now let's talk about spring patterns. I can't wait to hear what you think about these patterns. Back to the 10 sewing patterns for spring, and the 10 sewing patterns that would so suit me to sew up here in the north, because as I said, it's a bit different. So it won't be any dresses today. There might be a twist on a dress, but not spring dresses as you think of it. Let's begin, so this video doesn't turn out to be an hour too, as many of my videos almost get to. I will have to look down, because I unfortunately can't remember everything, but I will try and look down at the same time as I put in pictures of what I'm talking about and the pattern I'm talking about. I will give ideas of some fabrics. I haven't found the fabrics and the things I like to all the patterns, but some of the patterns I have, and some of the patterns I've already sewn, and I will show you them and share pictures of them too. But let's begin and see where it takes us. The first thing I will start off with is 5 types of jacket, or jackets. You can call them jackets. I wear this inside too. This is a jacket for me. This is a jacket pattern, but this is how I wear it too. This is the cozy jacket from Patternscout. And those of you that have been with me before know that I sewn this as a test for my perfect pattern for the perfect fabric, which I hope to be able to. That video will be released next week, because I finished it, and I'm so thankful for that before my hands started to be really bad. So you will get a video about that. So I will try and not show you that before, but we'll see if I can hold on to that. But this was one of the trial patterns, because I thought maybe I could use this pattern. But this ended up to be a perfect spring layering piece for me. And I will insert pictures here of me wearing it, and I will insert pictures of the pattern, and I will tell you a little bit about it in the meantime. This is actually an old blanket. No, bedspread actually, I think it was. And it is some kind of double cotton gauze. But this is, an old bedspread that I've used, and I think it turned out great. What I wonder, if you see the pictures in me now, I wonder, do you think I should add some kind of elastic in the bottom hem to get it a bit not so squared like? And I've not added buttons yet, but I really like it as is, because I can use the bias tape that is provided when they sewed the bedspread. So I've used the hemming there. I haven't hemmed it at all, and you probably can see it if I put up some close-ups of this. The pattern itself is, she is saying that it is a lightweight zip-up jacket with an oversized, slightly cropped fit, dropped shoulder and a large patch utility pockets on the front bodice. This is the perfect wardrobe staple for maximum layering comfort. Wear it with leggings and a t-shirt for cozy work from home practicality, or pair it with your favorite jeans and sneakers for that effortless at leisure chic style. Version A is a funnel neck color and version B is a drawstring hood. And as you can see I've combined the both and I really like that look. And yeah, I really like this pattern, and I will definitely make more of these, and just as a hoodie almost. And most of all, I like it that it has this kind of color, zip-up color, and you don't have to make a hoodie of it. But this is one of the great spring patterns to have here in Sweden. Next we continue to a jacket. I have the pattern but I haven't made it yet, and that is from Chalk and Notch, and it is their Joy jacket. And I really love the look of this. I love the soft look of it, and it is looking some kind, almost like, not trench coat because that is something we can come to later, but it is an in-between jacket. It is something that could be a quite warm jacket if you put a lot of layer on it, under it, and it could be a very light jacket if you use just some kind of tencel twill or something like that. She recommends tencel twill or tencel denim. I have never tried tencel denim. I will insert pictures of the pattern while I'm talking now, and I think there is an amazing looking pattern, and I really would love to try it this spring. If my hand isn't too much of a bother, I will definitely do it in April, I think. And I've seen a lot of this Joy jacket on Instagram, and I also seen a YouTuber, which I can't remember her name, and I will try and leave a link to her channel and where she's shown her Joy jacket, and that looked amazing, and that was actually what caught my eye now. I've looked at it last year but I forgot about it, and that is why I like these kind of videos, because you get reminded of a lot of patterns that you forget. You get so much input all the time that I easily forget it, and I know a lot of other people do that too, so I love these kind of inspirational videos. Then we get on with two different trench coat patterns. That is not the traditional trench coat, because I think that is quite easy to get a pattern for, but these have a little bit of a twist, both of them, and I really love the look of them, and I wish I had the time and the energy to do both of these two. I wish to make all these patterns this spring, but I don't know, we'll see. Some of it you can make for the fall too, so that doesn't bother me at all, but I will try. If I can and have the time and the energy, I will definitely try and do this. So first off is readytosew.com. I have actually not looked at that page too much, but I think it was Alex Judge here on YouTube that sometime quite long ago, I think it was, talked about them, and that made me look at this, and this popped up on my Instagram feed with no relations at all to anything, but yeah, they probably know that I've looked at trench coats last month or so. This is a different kind of trench coat, and it is Jack trench coat, and it is described as, I haven't done it as I said, but I definitely would like to, a contemporary twist on a trench coat. It has a relaxed fit and features big curved lapels, a gathered collar and a self-tied waist designed to be worn open. The hashtag on Instagram is Jack Ready to Sew. On this coat, this is another coat that I definitely would like to use some kind of tencel twill or something. I will insert a picture here of the tencel twill I'm thinking about, both for the Joy jacket and the Jack trench coat. The next trench coat I'm thinking about is from Angela Wolf. And I don't know if you heard about her, but she's another influencer here on YouTube that is amazing in pattern drafting, and she has an amazing sewing club that I am taking part of, and she has a lot of info here on YouTube and on Facebook, and yeah, she's a great source. And she also, I got introduced to her by seeing two of her or three of her classes on Craftsy, and that is where I fell in love with her teaching methods and her personality, and her, yeah, everything she does is amazing so far. So I really recommend you look up both her patterns and her web shop and her YouTube and Facebook lives and videos. It is a great source. She has a Chloe trench coat pattern that I wanted since she came out with that pattern, and I have the pattern, but I haven't done it yet. And I'm even thinking about making this in some kind of denim to make it as an alternative denim jacket. I've thought about a couple of different fabrics for this one, and this will be great in a twill. I would guess a twill fabric or a denim fabric, or we'll see what she says here. She is recommended wool, crepe, tweed, cotton, cotton sateen, wool blend and fleece even. Wow. I haven't looked at her sew along. She has a lot of sew alongs and info about her patterns too, so they are great. And I really would love to try one of her jeans patterns. I have them too, but I haven't tried them yet. And I think now is a great time, since I've changed so much and I'm trying to change my wardrobe. This trench coat will definitely be a staple in my wardrobe. I know that. I would love that kind of trench that isn't double-breasted and that is that kind of silhouette. I really like that. And as you've seen on the pictures here, there is a lot of different versions she has sewn it in, and this pattern consists of a lot of panels. Therefore it would be very suited to make out of old denim jeans that you've thrifted, or your husband's, or your own, or yeah, jeans that you don't use anymore. I think that would be great, and the different shades of the denim would look great on this. And that is definitely something I'm thinking about trying to. I think if you live up here in the north, you will definitely need some kind of raincoat on the spring, because in the spring you never know when the rain hits, and it hits bad. So why not have a nice looking raincoat to enjoy going out in the rain instead? My mum always said that rain makes you more beautiful. I don't know if it was true or she just fooled me because she wanted me to be outside when it rained, but I don't know. I'm using that to motivate myself to get out when it's raining now. So if you have something nice to wear, it's much better, right? And I will definitely try, and I could even think of trying this Chloe trench in some kind of what do you call that fabric? It's double-sided and it is fleece on the inside, and it is, I will insert a name here. And this brings us to the last jacket pattern, and that is from the Waffle pattern company. And that is another company that has, I hope you have seen them, because she has an amazing range of patterns. And she has a bit of a twist of most on hers, but she has recently released a pattern called momiji, maybe momiji, I don't know, you judge for yourself, but it looks great. It is an anorak pattern, but you have a zip all the way, and that is what really intrigued me, because there is some anorak pattern out there that is great as a layering piece, and it's great as a raincoat, some kind of raincoat. But this has the zip all the way, and that is not usual on anoraks. So it is even called the walking. I will insert pictures while I'm talking here. It is called the walking jacket. Momiji, I think it's pronounced. And as you see on the pictures, you can see the zip and you can see the look of the anorak and the big pocket. It would be great to walk in the, have on dog walks and take a long walk in the woods, and you don't need too much with you, and it just looks like an amazing layering piece for me here in spring. And that is also definitely a pattern that is probably a pattern that would be most useful for me to sew up first. I'm sorry if you're hearing my phone, but I'm waiting for doctor's phone calls. I can't turn it off. I'm really sorry if you're hearing it. I will try and edit it out, but I don't know if I can edit all of it out. Yeah, this was the last of the jacket, and this is, as I said, this would be great in a waxed cotton or even raincoat jacket, raincoat fabric. And I will try and insert some pictures of different kind of coating fabric here that you can have as a raincoat. You need to, if you want the pockets, all the pockets and all the bits and pieces that she has added, that is the, what do you call it, the thing that makes this to stand out, then you should make it in a sturdier fabric. You could use this as a base pattern and do a very thin anorak with a windproof fabric and have it in your bag or in your backpack, and just pull it over your head if it gets too windy, or even a raincoat fabric that is really thin. But I wouldn't make this one to make all the features, and that is what I really want. I would do it with thicker fabric, that is some kind of light waxed cotton, and I will see what she recommends. She recommends mid-heavyweight woven jacket coat fabrics with some body, like wool, gabardine, twill or canvas. You could use some kind of stretchy fabric, but you need to choose a low tension and adjust the pattern by making a muslin in the same kind of fabric. Yeah, so think about that. But I really like the look of this pattern because it's very different and it has a lot of twists. So it's definitely a big check on the spring pattern versions for me, and what I would like to do if I have the time and the energy. Now we will continue with the top patterns, and with top patterns I mean more like sweaters and shirt kind of patterns, not t-shirt patterns. As I said, I will try and make more of these videos, so I will get back to them then. But I thought this was more important because this is what spring mostly means in Sweden. And so I will continue. And I will first share a pattern that Remy sweater from Petite stitchery. I really like the look of this because this is both a sweater dress and a sweater, and you definitely need sweaters here in Sweden in the spring. And a sweater dress is a great ease over to the dress part where you don't use tights, but a sweater dress makes you still feel quite warm and cozy, and it is a great way to start to use dresses, but you don't actually get to the real rayon and viscose dresses immediately. So I often use that, and this is definitely something I will try and sew up because it is a quick sew, I think so. And especially, and you see all over the place now is draping and that kind of thing in the spring fashion world, and this is a typical that kind of pattern. So definitely check this out. I think it is quite oversized, to be honest, but yeah. Check your measurement and see the finished measurements and compare and see how oversized you would like it. That is my main tip for fitting shirts or skirts or anything, to be honest, because you need to see what kind of fit the designer has drafted it for, and that is something I very often forget because I look at the pictures and I don't know what they have done to make it different. So yeah, remember to look at the finished measurements. That is my greatest tip for the spring sewing. Well, let's continue to another sweater that you all know by now if you've been here before that I love, and that is the hug hoodie. and I've talked so much about it that I won't talk too much about it, because I will insert pictures of my, I think I shown you in my last Friday sews, it must have been. I wore my mashup with South Bank sweater dress and hug hoodie, and that is my absolutely go-to sweater dress pattern now, so I will definitely make one this spring too. But I will make the hug hoodie too, and I have fortunately enough been finishing up my sew along, so I will try and start editing that now that I can't use my hand for sewing, and I will hopefully have a finished sew along for you with a hug hoodie next week. But I love that pattern. I love the hug hoodie and I love the slow pants, but the slow pant is a pattern for another day. But the hug hoodie will be a perfect companion this spring, because especially if you make it in a modal French terrier or something like that. I will insert pictures of that here from Beyond the Pink Door and from Minerva, and a lot of fabric companies have this, and it is a fabulous pattern to sew that kind of hoodies in, and that kind of hoodie dress too, because it is soft and it is a bit thinner than regular sweater knits, and it isn't as thick as sweatshirting, but it is such an amazing drape and so soft to the skin. So I promise you, if you haven't felt it, buy a small piece and just touch it, and you will never regret trying it out. And I will promise you, you will make a sweater in it, especially for spring and early autumn, because it is so soft and so light, but yet the greatest layering piece, I promise you. Well, the last two things I will share with you is, no, three things, I'm sorry, is shirt or blouse patterns. This shirt pattern, what's made me want to make it this spring was this shirt from Free People, and it really inspired me because I have a stretch waffle knit, and I will insert pictures of different stretch waffle knits here that is out there, and a lot of fabric store has begun to sell them, and that is great because the regular waffle knit is quite sturdy and it's working great for nightgowns and so on, but not for this kind of loose-fitting oversized shirt that is so soft and it's looking so amazing. And that is definitely something that I would have tried to sew it in March to recreate the look, but that is probably not happening now. But it is an idea, and I'm hoping to be able to do it because I really like the look of this shirt at Free People, and I would not be able to pay that much. And I think I would want to make it in my own size and so it suits me, because I'm not sure that the length of the arms is okay here or so on. But I really would like to try and use this Oyla shirt for that, to copy that kind of style and that kind of look. And the Oyla shirt is from Papertheory, and it is, I will insert pictures from their site here, and it is called a relaxed loose fitting shirt with the traditional details as a classic silhouette, but featured unusual and innovative style lines. Oyla is easy to wear and designed to be a versatile wardrobe staple with longevity. And if you look at it, the seam is actually across the bust, and that is why I like it, because it is a bit different, and I really like the look of that. This is an oversized shirt, so a lot of people size down, but I don't think I will do it in my waffle knit, because that way I would lose the whole point of it and the whole thing of the oversized look of it. But yeah, I really like the look of this and would love to try the shirt dress to have in the summer too, or maybe in spring to layer. But I think we need tights here in Sweden in spring. There is very rare not to be that we have to use something. We can't go around with bare legs here. It is too cold most of the time, and therefore I think the shirt dress will be for summer. But I really like the look of this shirt and I would love to try it. And talking about these kind of style lines, that will bring us into the Meadowood blouse from straight stitch design. I'm having a trouble saying that name. And I will insert pictures of it here. And I've made one blouse from that pattern, and I love it. And I would love to in the summer extend it as a summer dress too. But as I said, that is a summer project. But I will definitely like to make one more blouse for the spring, because I love the way you see the straight line in the middle of the pattern in the sleeve. I've inserted, as you see here, my mum's old lace that she had left me, and this whole shirt was sewn in white, and the lace was quite yellowish because it has it's been in the cupboard a long time, and well, the wardrobe, I mean, not the cupboard, the wardrobe, and it's been yellow, and I decided to try and dye the whole shirt, and it worked out great. And fortunately I've sewn it with cotton thread, and therefore I will always do that when I'm thinking about maybe dyeing something. So yeah, I really think it turned out great. I really love this blouse, and it is working out great with my rosslyn trousers, as I have on here. I will link to them underneath too. You know how much I love them if you've seen my last Friday sews. There will be a true staple in my wardrobe. Finally, it is getting long as usual, but the 10th pattern is my Melody Dolman shirt. And those of you that seen, I think it was a shirt contest challenge on Instagram last year, I shown you this one. It is a bit too cold to take it off, but I will insert pictures of me in it here, so you can see what I'm talking about. I've added sleeves to this one. It doesn't come with sleeves, but it is very easy to draft. I used the cuff piece of from the pattern and simply drew a straight line down as I measured how long I wanted them. And I've thought about making a video about that too, and that is something I would be able to do when I'm having this trouble with my hand. So if there is anyone out there who wants that, please let me know down below, and I will definitely make that, because it is an easy adjustment, but it may be easier to see what I mean than I'm trying to explain it. But I will also insert pictures from the Love Notions website, and it is a great shirt pattern if you want a shirt that you can have as a tie in front, and you can have it as a straight down shirt and a short. Just use it as a short sleeve shirt. It is a dolman shirt, so it is very easy to sew. It's looking much more complicated than it is, and that is also something I like. And if you see on my shoulder here, I got a spot. I don't know. This is an old sheet that I saved from, I think it actually from my grandma's time. So it's really soft, and it is, yeah, I really like the feeling of having something that old with me, and having her with me by using her old bed sheets and so on to sew with. And there was I think it was an ink spot on my shoulder when I've sewn it up, and I didn't see it. So I decided to try and embroider something, and I used the embroidery machine, and it worked out great. I really loved it. So I will insert pictures of that too. That is a very easy way to repair something that has gotten, some kind of spots that you can't get away with. So yeah, this is all for me today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and if you are new here and haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, because it would mean so much to me if you would join our little community here. We have a wonderful community, and I am so much trying to get to 500 subscribers so I can get to the community page because then I could reach you if I need, when I can't answer your comments, or if it is something that I promised to do and I can't do. And yeah, it would mean so much to have that interaction too with you. So would you consider doing it? It would mean so much. And to those of you that keep coming back, thank you for your continued support. It means the world to me, but that you know already. And I don't know if I said it in the beginning, but I hope I've said it, or I will insert that too in the beginning, because I haven't been able to answer all the comments from the last 2 videos because of the hand giving me so much trouble. I am having quite a hard time writing with just my right hand, and I'm trying to, but it will take time. So please bear with me and have patience, and there will be replies. It isn't that I'm ignorant and don't answer you, because I'm loving the comment and the interaction with you. That is what I live for at the moment. And especially now that I can't sew, this will mean so much. So please keep them coming. But I'm sorry if I just can give you a heart and a like for the comment, and I will try and answer them more when the hand is a bit better, and when the doctor says it's okay, I can take this cast off, because right now I can't use it at all. I will try and get back to you tomorrow with a Friday sew, with a little bit of update. I've gotten a few fabrics and so on, but it won't be a long one. But I'm so happy that you stayed this long, and I hope you have a wonderful spring with a lot of sewing, and that we will meet back here again. And take care, and get out in the sun and enjoy the spring light out there. And if you're on the other hemisphere, I don't know if I have any viewers from the other hemisphere, you will getting ready for autumn now, and that is another wonderful year, another wonderful time of year, because then you get to snuggle up with all those wonderful sweaters and so on. So you could use the patterns I've used as a layering piece to getting into your autumn instead. That is also something I thought about when I decided to use these kind of patterns. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back soon. Take care and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye for now.